back to this channel where we spread love and positive vibes. It's all about love and positivity. And I want to start by thanking our new subscribers, our returning subscribers. We really appreciate you. We do not take you for granted. And today, I want us to see the lessons that Africans have learned from the land we all love, from Jamaica. There is a lot that we have learned from Jamaica, ranging from the working hard, ranging from loving each other, uniting and working together and being one. And we have also learned a lot. Actually, I always tell you, we have learned a lot from Jamaicans, the way they love one another, the way they can defend one another, the way they can stand for one another. We saw during the Olympics, the Jamaicans did not just sit to see the harsh conditions during the Olympics. They stood. We saw R.A.M actually asking the security people, I thought this gate was opened and we were passing through here. Why are you changing the rules? They stood high to defend what they believe. And Africans are actually learning a lot to stand and say no and to defend what they believe is right and is true. We have also seen the Jamaicans actually, when they arrived in Paris, the first opening day, and they found what they found, the treatment that they were being given. They refused to be brought down. And they stood high, started dancing, rejoicing, celebrating, and having fun on the Olympic grounds. And they refused to be pulled down, to be cowed, to be made to fear by the organizers of the Olympics, because their aim was to make these people intimidated, to fear, and not to perform to their best. So Jamaica showed people, all the Africans that were participating during the Olympics, that you don't have to fear, you don't have to be brought down, you have to stand firm. And we have seen the Africans doing very well during the Olympics. They did exemplary, very, very well. And this is because the first opening day, which was actually supposed to intimidate these people and to create fear and to create lack of strength and energy to compete, the Jamaicans refused and celebrated, and they showed everybody that you can stand and defend yourself and celebrate and rejoice and prove that you are from somewhere and you love where you come from, and you can actually stand with your country. They raised their flags high, they celebrated, they danced, and we saw the Italians joining them and actually saying wagwan. The people joined them to actually celebrate their culture, their flag, their country, and everything. And this is what we want. People standing on their legs and saying no to some things that are bringing you down. We also saw Kenya. Actually, by the way, before I come to Kenya, the Jamaicans, I always repeat this occasion whereby there was an aeroplane that was bringing 200 people and they were not known where they had come from or what they were coming to do in Kingston. And the Jamaicans resisted, demonstrated, they said no until the aeroplanes had to go back. We also saw this lady that was actually being mistreated, or rather, the person was rude to her in a hotel. And she said no, and she defended herself. These are Jamaicans. They are not going to allow you to intimidate them, to bring them down, to bring fear or to cause fear to them. And this characteristic has really attracted Africans. And we all saw the Africans saying no, especially Kenya, saying no to the politician class, going to the streets, the Gen Z generation. And they demonstrated. And actually the government killed many of them. And they are still saying no even up to today. They are refusing dictatorship. They are refusing bad governance. They are refusing oppression. They are refusing to stay in poverty while others are going high and high. And this has been learned from long time ago from Marcus Garvey, who was fighting for the independence of the people of Africa. Independence financially, socially, physically, economically. We have also learned a lot from Bob Marley, the songs. They are so much embraced in Kenya. We saw Kenyans celebrating the Independence Day of Jamaica. And I'm going to put a clip of Kenyans celebrating the Independence Day of Jamaica, celebrating with them, loving them, showing them that we love the character of the people of Jamaica. We love how you celebrate your festivals. We love how you fought for your independence. We love how you have become strong and stood strong to defend who you are. And during these Olympics, the Africans demonstrated a lot of lessons they have learned from Jamaica. We saw this guy from Botswana. He's called Leslie Tebogo. Leslie Tebogo actually won gold in the 200 meters race in Olympics, 2024 Olympics. And this guy defeated all the odds, all the men that had come from all over the world to win 200 meters race. It's not a small achievement. These short distance races are actually won by Jamaica. But this time, the Africans represented Jamaica. It was won by Leslie Tebogo from Botswana. And he learned, and at the end of the race, he was asked, what do you think about Usain Bolt? And he said, Usain Bolt is actually my role model. The African people, and he was asked, have you ever met Usain Bolt? And he said, I always watch him in social media. That is the power Jamaicans have on Africa. By just watching Usain Bolt from social media, this guy became a sprinter and won himself a gold medal. He's actually now the gold medalist in 200 meters race because that is what he won. So Usain Bolt has actually become a role model to very many people in Africa. We also know a South African who was actually racing and he was trained in Jamaica. Jamaica has become actually a factory for the sprinters. It has trained so many people, including the lady from the Dominican Republic who won a gold medal, Alfred. She was trained, part of the training, she actually received the training in Jamaica. And she declared that she actually had to thank Jamaica for the part they played for her winning. Jamaica has become actually a place whereby people have become trained and they have learned a lot of lessons from Jamaica. These 2024 Olympics were filled with a lot of African countries getting gold medals. This is because they have watched Jamaica getting gold medals in the sprinting races and they have actually admired these sprinting races. And that is why Tobago was actually able to get a gold medal. And not just in the track events, even in the field events and in the gymnastics and even in the swimming. The swimming races have not been very good performed in Africa. But this year, we had some medals from African countries, specifically from Algeria. We have this Algerian that won a gold medal in the swimming, female swimming, and even boxing. This is a race, by the way, that Jamaica has also participated. We found Jamaica has been participating in boxing and has actually won medals in boxing. But we have now an African winning a gold medal in boxing, a gold medal in swimming, a gold medal in gymnastics. Some activities activities that Africans have not been seen a lot in them. So these men and women have actually gotten their role models from Jamaica, because Jamaicans have been participating in boxing and they have actually won. And Jamaicans have a lot of influence in Africa, because I tell you the truth. When Tebogo won the 200 meters gold medal, every social media platform that was featuring these Olympics, they came out to celebrate Tobago for winning the gold medal. So Jamaicans were there, the Caribbeans were there, the Dominican Republic were there, the Trinidad were there, every Caribbean country. I could watch the comment section and they were celebrating this man from Botswana. All the Africans were also celebrating this man from Botswana, and all of us came in unity to actually embrace and celebrate Tobago for winning a gold medal in the 2024 200 meters Olympics. The Kenyan people that won gold medals were celebrated all over Africa and even in the Caribbean. People were celebrating actually Wanyonyi. I saw Jamaicans, many of them, celebrating Wanyonyi for winning 800 meters race. And they were actually so happy about Wanyonyi winning. That means the Caribbeans support Africans with all their hearts, with all their souls, with all their minds. And we also support them with all our minds, with all our souls, with all our hearts. I actually was shocked by the comment section about Wanyonyi and Tobago. They were also celebrating the men and women who are winning gold medals in 1500, in 800 meters, in 5,000 meters, in 10,000 meters, that were from Kenya, the people that were winning from Uganda, the people that were winning from Botswana, the people that were winning from South Africa, who are so many, by the way. Because if I am to break down the gold medals that were won by the African countries, there were very many. Jamaica itself won also some medals in the just concluded Olympics. Dominican Republic won. Trinidad and Tobago won. So we have the Caribbean countries that were winning these medals, and we have the African countries that were winning these medals, and they were celebrated by our brothers and sisters from the Caribbean. And they embraced us, and we also embraced them. I saw Africans coming in arms to defend Kisane Thompson after he was declared the winner of silver medal, and there was a controversy as to whether he had won the gold medal or the silver medal. People came to celebrate him from all over Africa, from all over the Caribbean, meaning that people embrace one another, people love one another, people want unity of the Caribbean and Africa. And we saw this during the Olympics, and even in any competitions that we have the Caribbeans participating in, or Africans participating in, we have the Caribbeans actually supporting Africans, and Africans supporting the Caribbeans. This is the kind of unity that we really embrace and celebrate. So we have learned a lot from the Jamaican people. We have also learned a lot from Jamaica in the fact that it is a small island, but it has done tremendously well. And this happens to all. Actually, I was looking at the Caribbeans, I was looking at Cuba, I was looking at the Dominica and the Dominican Republic, and I saw they have a lot of impact all over the world. And we are learning a lot from the Caribbean, specifically Jamaica, where we have learned a lot. That you can be small, but you can do great, or rather you can have great impact in the whole world. We have seen Jamaica bringing great impact in athletics, great impact in development, great impact in tourism industry, great impact in industry, great impact in the beaches that these Caribbean countries have. The other other day, I was looking at the great wonders in the Caribbean. And I was featuring the way the Caribbeans have become a tourism attraction center for everybody in the whole world. Because of their beautiful beaches, they have beautified their beaches, they have built great hotels and resorts. They have actually made the Caribbeans be a tourism attraction destination. I was looking at this organization and actually I didn't know that there was such an organization, the Caribbean Tourism Organization. And it was giving a figure of the many people that have visited the Caribbean, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Trinidad and Tobago, Cuba, all the Caribbeans, which are actually, I saw there are 26 countries in the Caribbean that are actually functional and that are tourism attraction center. And I could see, and I'm going to feature a video of the most intriguing tourism centers in the Caribbean. So, Jamaica leading the list. It has taught us a lot, that you can be small, but you are bringing a lot of impact outside the world. It has taught us how to stand firm and defend ourselves and not be brought down or not to fear or not to be intimidated by the developed countries. Jamaica and all the countries in the Caribbean actually are a few kilometers from the developed countries, but they have refused to be brought down. They have stood on their own, defending their own, and standing strong to build their country, to make their country independent financially, physically, economically. And they have said no to intimidation, they have said no to being brought down, and they have taught us a lot by this. The way the Jamaicans received their independence and the way they fought the people who wanted to bring them down and to bring fear to them and to actually intimidate them so that they don't fight for their independence has taught us a lot as Africans. They have also taught us a lot in terms of love, loving one another, loving our countries, embracing our countries, talking good about our countries, defending our countries, standing strong for our country, being strong and working hard, embracing our culture. I had forgotten that. Embracing our culture without fearing, talking about our culture, celebrating our culture, standing on our culture, even when we go outside there. Jamaica has taught us how to stand strong as Africans, how to stand strong as Kenyans, how to stand strong as Ugandans, as Tanzanians, as Angolians, as Algerians, as Nigerians, as Ghanaians. To stand strong and defend our country, to talk about our country wherever we go, to market our countries wherever we go, and to talk about the beauty of our country, to celebrate. You know, by the way, guys, why we talk about Jamaica every time? Because when you talk about Jamaica, the Jamaicans actually embrace you, celebrate you, love you, because they can see you are defending their country. Why don't we do that as Africans? We defend Kenya, we defend Uganda, we defend Tanzania, and we talk about these countries. We praise them. We celebrate the goodness in them. We celebrate the beauty in them. That way, everybody is going to embrace Africa. And this is what Jamaicans do. They defend their country. They embrace their country. They love people who talk positive about their country. And that is why their countries have gone to higher levels. And this happens even to all the Caribbeans. I remember one guy was coming and telling me, you are just talking about Jamaica. Why don't you talk about other Caribbeans? Because the Caribbeans want you to shout on top of the mountains about the goodness of their countries, the beauty of their countries, the great equatorial forest in their countries. You celebrate their countries. They embrace that. And that is what Jamaicans have taught us. That they embrace their country. They love their culture. They love their flag. They love what is happening in their land. They do not want to hear negativity. By the way, do you know, they taught me a great lesson during these Olympics. When their competitors started withdrawing from the Olympics, they were there to defend them. They could feel bad. They could, actually one person was saying that he is unable to do anything because of their competitors withdrawing from participating in the races. They were affected so much by what was happening in the Olympics. And they were there to actually, some of them to defend their competitors, some of them to feel bad because they wanted to win the gold medals, the silver medals during these Olympics. And they were there to hold their country dear, to defend their country, to actually, some of them were actually saying they would demonstrate about Kissen, Thompson, and Noah. They were there to defend what is theirs, the gold. They thought it was theirs. And they came in arms, actually, to attack Noah. That is how much they are loyal to their country. They have taught us to be loyal to our country. They have taught us to love our country. They have taught us to embrace our country. They have taught us to defend our country. I have learned a lot from Jamaican people. I cannot even stop the wrist. I have learned a lot. They will talk about their country very nicely and tell the strangers how good their country is. People come in my comment section to explain to me about Jamaica, to tell me about the goodness of Jamaica, to tell me the best places I can visit in Jamaica, to embrace the culture of their people, the music. I love how the Jamaicans love their country and defend it and talk about it, and they are so positive about their country. They are also, like Usain Bolt, everybody in social media is actually talking about the record that Usain Bolt has actually kept. And they are telling people no one will break that record because Usain Bolt is defended by Jamaicans with a passion. They defend him with a passion. I've not seen such kind of wrath. I've not seen such kind of, what can I call it? Such kind of wrath to the people of their nation and to their nation. They are stating clearly, no one will break Usain Bolt's record because they believe that. They want to hold that gold medal record. That record that Usain Bolt has kept. They want it to be sustained in Jamaica because they love their country with a passion. Why don't we love our country that way? We defend our country that way. We stand with our country. We embrace our country. And that is why I think Jamaica is going to be the leading country in the world. And not only Jamaica, even the Caribbeans as a whole. They really defend their country. They stand with their countries. Actually, we saw Trinidad and Tobago standing to defend their country during the Christmas tree saga. They will defend their country to the core. They will say the goodness of their country. Even when they know there is shortcomings, they stand firm and defend their country. I love that about the Caribbeans. And that is why I always desire that one day I will visit this country and learn about them on the ground. I tell you people, there are no people in this world that love their country like the Caribbeans. I have seen it deep down their hearts. By the way, the other day, African Tigress, visited Kitts. I think it's called St. Kitts, a country in the Caribbean. And the great person, I think it was the Prime Minister, came to embrace her, to welcome her. Why? Because she's coming to showcase the goodness of their country. That is how the Caribbeans love their countries and defend them and stand for them so that they can be known all over the world. That is how Africans we should be. Stand on our countries, defend our continent, stand with it. And that way, people will not joke with us, people will not come to bring us down, but they will come to embrace our culture, to embrace our everything, and love us the way we are. Just like the people of Caribbean, the people of Jamaica, they are loved by people the way they are because of standing firm and standing strong to defend their land. Guys, I think this video will end here. See you during the next video, and bye-bye. Can we love one another? Can we embrace our nations? Can we embrace our countries? Can we embrace our continent and love them the way the Caribbeans have done?